How's it going, everybody? My name is Heretic Waffle, and today we are not playing The Walking Dead. Um, just as a little catch-up, my game kept on freezing, so I was replaying the, same 5 minutes. So, I'm gonna see what's happening. It may just be like that, save fast corrupted, and copying it may or may not solve it. Because in my head, that copies the corruption, so that may not do anything. But that's just a mini catch-up. I wanted to take some time to not make a few promises, but to make like a few, I guess you can call them like hopes, you know? Like, this is the video I want to look back on, listen to a younger version of myself say the stuff I want this channel to become, and then hopefully, having made my channel become that. It's a stupid idea, but in my head it works a bit like a time capsule, except you watch it. There's of course why I started YouTube. I started YouTube for the sole reason of I've got a plan that I want to live out with my greatest friends ever, and YouTube, if it goes perfectly, which I'm genuinely hoping it does, will become a great way to have our names out there whilst it's happening, you know? But that's why I started YouTube. Why I make content, that's pretty simple. Like, personally, how I feel all YouTubers should go about making content, but this isn't set in stone. This isn't like, if you don't follow this, you're a dickhead. I make content for myself. I know that may sound selfish, but allow me to explain. It's not for bragging rights. It's not so I can go up to people and say, hi, look at my YouTube channel. I actually haven't told anyone that I have a YouTube channel. The 43 people, one of which will watch this video, there's a back end to my channel. I know what you fuckers watch. Nothing. That's why I make content. I do it because I want to make something. I want to have fun while doing it. I want to be able to look back and say, I played that game, it was awesome. It was where I got my first subscriber, or it was, you know, the first time I cried during a game, which that virginity has already been taken. Red Dead Redemption 2, man. Fucking wonderful game. There's of course when I'm gonna stop YouTube. This is a subject that, if you have ever subscribed to a YouTuber, has crossed your mind. You may not remember it, but it has crossed your mind. When I first subbed to PewDiePie, I unsubbed after a while, not because of anything that happened, but because it didn't feel like the content I enjoyed. Although I'm still subscribed to Markiplier, and their content is fairly similar. Either way. I thought to myself as I was unsubbing, will he ever quit YouTube? Because you can't keep doing this forever, you know? This isn't becoming some Unus Annus, you know, nothing stays for... It kind of is. Except my channel's not dying in about 290 hours? There's what I want this channel to become. I want this channel to become a place where, if people have had the worst fucking day ever, you can come and have a laugh or leave thinking about something else. You know? The same effect that Achievement Hunter, Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, Let's Game It Out, all of them, Game Grumps definitely, have had that effect on me. I went through very, very hard stages. It wasn't one after the other, but there's no denying that they happened. I went through hard times in my life, and I'm not saying that I became a little YouTube addict, but there was a nice grace period watching the videos and then a good hour or so after of just like, you know, knowing that my issues aren't worldwide, you know, and something about that humbleness, or more so self-discipline, I guess you can call it, made me feel tons better, you know. There's of course the subject of who I want on this channel. Now, if you've watched any video aside from my Walking Dead and my Days Gone, my Risk of Rain, and my first two videos, you'll know that I genuinely love having other people in my videos. The reason why that has stopped is because the only thing I've been uploading is The Walking Dead. Now, I don't really... unless it's a share play, I don't really want to be talking to someone, get scared by a zombie, then have to explain what happened. Maybe that's laziness on my part. In fact, yeah, it's most definitely laziness on my part. But, you know? Because having to, like, going, ah, zombie, and then someone going, oh, what happened? And then going, oh, a zombie fell down from the... Then you, hearing it said again, it suddenly seems not as bad. And then the horror aspect of it kind of falls. You know? There's... Well, that doesn't cover who I want in this channel. Who I want... anyone. As long as they are decent people. I want this to eventually become a community. If you've watched people like Eric for President, a VR YouTuber who I adore, I've never seen a YouTuber interact with his audience on every single video like that before. Maybe Dashi. In fact, yeah, definitely Dashi Games. But still, it's... yeah, the people who inspired me to start YouTube are the people who have already been mentioned. Oh, Stampy Longnose. Definitely. From the start, the day I watched his... he was in the no, he was in the 300s when I first started watching Minecraft Let's Play. I saw by the way he started his videos, the way he carried himself, the way everything was a laughable situation, the way he interacted with his audience, the way he can build something dedicated to them. I saw that and I instantly said at the age of 7 or 6, I want to be a YouTuber. Of course, the goal for my life has changed. I now want to run an animation and game studio, to which I'm actually going to college for. That's now the goal, but I, like Rooster Teeth, would still like to have a YouTube channel that has regular uploads, regular laughs, you know? And I personally like to feel like that's not too difficult a thing to achieve. I've just got to stay well away from falling into a certain amount of traps. Those traps are joining those teams or groups, machinima, because everyone is happy when they get a deal with machinima. Everyone is happier when their contract with machinima ends. If you've seen Cool Dude, or... that is my only example. Odd Ones Out. They signed on thinking that was a good idea. I don't believe Odd Ones Out actually joined. I think he heard about. I could be very wrong on that. In which case, I'm very sorry. What I want this channel to become is... I know I've said this, but it helps to say it again and again and again. I want years in the future to be at any event, small time definitely, but I want to have someone come up to me and say thank you. This is not me making videos for the goal of being thanked. No, far from it. This is me making videos in the hope to help people. Because someone coming up and saying thank you for the content, it helped me through a difficult time. That is my goal for YouTube. I have no interest in being the best there is around. I have no interest in, like, outliving or overcoming anyone. No. I'm not doing this for fame and glory. I'm doing this for me. That's another thing I never want to lose sight of, you know? I don't want 5 years of doing this to be all for nothing when I say, huh, I just surpassed this person's next, story time. Fuck that. Fuck that. That's never what I want this channel to become. And there's of course how when the plan of mine, me and a group of friends moved to America, open up a studio and live life happily, which for the most of us, I'm kind of against saying this, but the most of us have not lived lives that many would want to live, you know? I never asked for family problems. I never asked to feel unsafe when walking down the street because I live in London. You make eye contact with someone on the train, they're gonna stab you. That's false, it's an exaggeration, but more has happened over less. Again, oh god, I keep on contradicting myself. It's not fear that drives me for this channel, you know? It's not fear that drives me in the plan. I want to make this channel, I want to make this company look back on my life when I'm an old, crusty fucking man. I want to look back on this channel, the good, the bad, the very bad, and the god-awful. And I want to say it was all worth it because I got to help at least 2 people. You know? I want to be well known so that my voice will be well known. I want to have my voice well known so that I can personally feel like my opinion matters. I want to be able to bring light to issues. You see so many YouTubers doing so much. Mr. Beast, Markiplier, MatPat, all well, Game Theory and Film Theory technically, but still, just giving so much from the profits they've earned from their channels. From the profits they've earned of their channels, of which makes people's lives much more joyful, they get to make more people experience joy. How fucking wonderful a system is that? We live in a world where that can happen. That hope inspires me. Of course, at this point, I am kind of looking at famous YouTubers and saying, oh, that's what I want. I want that. And to be perfectly honest, who hasn't at some point in their life? But I like to think my reason is uncommon for why most people start their YouTube channel. I'm gonna leave this video here because I'm just repeating myself at this point. I'm giving the same metaphor but with different words, the same examples but just different ways of saying it. Prime example right fucking there, Jesus Christ. So thank you everyone so much for watching. My name is Heretic Waffle, as you probably guessed. Oh, I'm not ending it because, as is the way with PlayStation, because it's a fucking godsend, 2, technically 3, new games just came out. Those games consist of BioShock the Collection, meaning 1 and 2, And The Sims 4, I cannot wait to record videos on The Sims, to record videos on Bioshock, start to finish. And I can't wait for new people to... I don't want to word it like discover my channel, because then they may overtake it and act like it was theirs to begin with. Thanks, Columbus. But I do want to say, join the channel. When the time comes, this will be a community channel. I don't mean everyone can upload on it. I mean this will be, like, the community will make this channel. That's what I hope, anyways. So, now I'm gonna end it. Thank you all so much for watching. Please leave a like on the video to let me know that you enjoyed it. Although I understand if there are no likes, because this is kind of me just talking at the opening screen for The Walking Dead. Yeah, if you're new, please smash that subscribe button. Please don't. If you're new, then just watch a few of my videos and then decide if you're gonna subscribe, because it's not a life contract, but it is a time contract, you know? Like Machinima. So, it's not. I just don't want to waste anyone's time with these videos. So, again, thank you everyone so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. See you later.